Salaam alaikum, Imam. You know, one of the biggest challenges usually in counseling is when there's no boundaries. So somebody comes and they want to talk about a problem that you can't solve and you shouldn't even be expected to solve. What I worry about often is because there's no informed consent, there's no contract to even start off the session, people usually don't even know. They don't know that they shouldn't be asking for these things. Sometimes they think that the Imam can get them things that normally no Imam does. For example, when somebody needs a job or they need housing or it's a financial issue. I mean, there's departments in the masjid that help with that, but when they come to you as the Imam in counseling, asking for something that is way beyond your control, it limits your ability to do anything, doesn't it? Because any suggestion you have is going to be balanced against that bigger problem. And so one of the things that I want to do with this program is provide you with extra resources to deal with those issues. For example, you can acknowledge the difficulty and clarify the limitations and perhaps even focus on what they would feel like if they got what they wanted. However, I know sometimes it's very difficult to frame the conversation in that way. Plus, other people that you deal with want to keep focusing on the past, whereas you want to bring them closer to the future. Some focus on all of their weaknesses, whereas you want to provide them with a view of their strengths. Instead of you solving the problem for them, perhaps taking an approach where you identify solutions together. There's a major therapy in psychology, we call it solution-focused brief therapy. And this is something that I want to share with you because I think it can make a lot of the sessions much easier. For example, let's say you get a lady that's coming and she's constantly complaining about her husband. Or maybe she's a divorcee and she's just devastated and she's constantly thinking about all of the problems and she's just letting it out. Now, there have been cases in my clinic where somebody would be coming for a different issue, but then they would be stuck in the past. And I have said, would you want to say Allah yal'anu? And I say Ameen? And right away they jump back. Now, I know that's a serious thing to say, and this is more of an advanced thing. But the whole idea is when she says, no, I'll say, okay, well, even if we did that, how is that going to help you? What if we focused on something that will help you and focus on the future rather than on the past? And in most cases, because they felt validated, because they felt like they weren't, having to convince me, we were able to shift straight to solutions. So if you struggle with some of these issues and would like a whole course on approaching therapy from a solution-focused perspective, then inshallah we'll put a link below so that you can have access to all of those resources. Jazakallah khair, walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.